Wall Street Journal this past week, look it up, Moshe Kaplan, a hero. He went to a small kibbutz, and he saved 1,000 men, women, and children. Davening and praying an extra tefillah, learning an extra Mishnayos, taking your time from a Sunday morning and coming out with an overflowing crowd. Why are you here today, you have to ask.
Make sure it makes tomorrow's cover story.
Succeed, and we will be victorious because we are united. And this is a means of showing that unity. It's a means of showing it to our neighbors here in the States, and it's also a means of showing it to the Israeli public, to the people in Israel, to know that they are not standing alone, that we are with them, and we will always be with them. And there's never been such unity as there is today. And thank God for that.
What do you hope is the resolution of this? Or the end result of this?
The end result of this, the resolution of this, is the destruction of Hamas and a peaceful border with Gaza, if that's possible. Because as was pointed out many times here, the people in Gaza elected Hamas. They never overthrew Hamas. They accepted their overthrow from the PA. The latest poll results show that the majority of Gazans approve of this murder, of this heinous crime, of this slaughter of people. We have to eradicate the cancer that's in that society, and that's Hamas, and that's Iran, and that's Hezbollah. And once we do, we'll be able to live in peace. There's a saying that if the Arabs will lay down their arms, there would be peace. If Israel lays down their arms, there would be slaughter. And then that's what we saw. We saw the slaughter of Jews for no other reason than they were Jews. And that's what we're up against.
What do you hope is the message all these people here take with them today?
The message that all these people should take with them today is to stay together, to be strong, to support in whichever way possible the cause of Israel and the cause of the Jewish people. We have waited 2,000 years to return home, not as colonizers. This is our home. This is the ancient land of the Jewish people. It was before it was known as Palestine, it was Judea. It was Judea. It was named Palestine by the Romans after the destruction of the Jewish Commonwealth, after the destruction of our temple, which was preceded by 2,000 years, the Muslim invasion. Before... Right. But people have to understand there's a context to this. This idea that we are colonized, this idea that we're not colonizers. The reason we came to Israel and not to Uganda is because God gave us this land. Every Christian, every Jew has a Bible. Everybody knows. Even the Muslims know that. Even the Muslims know that. The current generation, through their interpretation, may disagree with whatever they disagree with, that we don't deserve it, whatever. But we were given this land by God, not by the United Nations, even though they endorsed it. The Arabs lost 4 or 5 attempts at having their own separate state alongside Israel. They could have had their separate state in 1938 with the Peel Commission. They could have had their separate state in 1948 when Israel agreed to the demarcation lines. They could have had their state under Olmert, who agreed to give 95% of Israel to the Arabs in return for peace. The Jewish philanthropists spent millions of dollars and gave hut houses in Gaza to the Arabs as a foundation of their economy. Those hot houses produce 20% of Israel's exports to Europe as summer vegetables and what have you. What did they do? They destroyed it. Why don't they have an economy? And we're expected to give humanitarian aid, which we've done in the past. Israel supplied their arch foes who want to destroy it with gas, with electric, with fuel, with food for many, many years. And how did we get repaid? By slaughter. By slaughter. It's time we have to stop that. It's time we have to stop that. Once and for all, Israel is entitled to live in freedom. It's entitled to live in safety. It's entitled to live in peace. We say Osa Shalom. They say kill the Jews. Who's going to prevail? We will. Because we have the Achdus, we have the unity, we have God on our side, we have the right.